Hey guys, let's get more news about Steelers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Buffalo Bills waive former Pittsburgh Steelers second-round pick after injury. The Buffalo Bills have released former Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver Chase Claypool from injured reserve with an injury settlement on Thursday. Claypool suffered the injury and was placed on injured reserve right away. In order to return to Buffalo, Claypool will have to wait out the time of his injury settlement and an additional 3 weeks, but he is now a free agent and can sign wherever he wishes. Claypool's career has not been the same since he was traded to the Chicago Bears by the Steelers. He has failed to stick on any one team for long, and the Bears moved him to the Miami Dolphins just a year after the Steelers traded him. The Bills signed UFL standout Deon Cain, a former Steelers wide receiver, to replace Claypool. They also tried out Corey Davis, who the Steelers could even follow up on with his Arthur Smith connections. Claypool is now at a crossroads in his career, but his talent should help him land another gig somewhere. That will not be Pittsburgh, but it could always be Buffalo when he can return to them on the practice squad. Either way, the former second-round pick has suffered one blow after another in his NFL career, and this is the latest that he has to overcome. Steelers place promising Ceedee on IR, sign rivals ex-undrafted free agent. The Pittsburgh Steelers had high expectations for cornerback Corey Trice last training camp, despite the fact he was a 7th-round pick in the 2023 NFL Draft. But a torn ACL ruled him out for the entire 2023 season. A similar occurrence has now happened for the Steelers secondary involving veteran Grayland Arnold. The former undrafted free agent began taking snaps with Pittsburgh's first-team defense on August 11. But he now may not take any snaps throughout the entire 2024 season. The Steelers announced on August 15 that they placed Arnold on injured reserve with a calf injury. He suffered the ailment at practice the day prior. Penn Live's Nick Farabaugh reported unless Arnold is removed from IR with an injury settlement, he will be out for the season. Arnold was entering his 5th season in the NFL. Last year, he played 8 games for the Houston Texans, splitting his snaps on defense and special teams. To replace Arnold on the roster, the Steelers also announced signing cornerback Keandre Thomas. He began his career as an undrafted free agent as well for the Cleveland Browns in 2021. Last season, Thomas played 1 game for the Green Bay Packers. Arnold landed on injured reserve roughly 2 hours after the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette's Ray Fittipaldo hyped the veteran cornerback. Fittipaldo suggested Arnold had good odds to make Pittsburgh's Week 1 roster after he opened training camp as a long shot to be on the team. He took reps with the starters this week after Beanie Bishop ran with the starters since camp opened, Fittipaldo wrote. I know it has more to do with Cam Sutton's suspension than anything else, but it's a thin position and Arnold and Bishop appear to have shots to make the roster unless they make a trade or scour the waiver wire in a few weeks. Other Steelers insiders also viewed Arnold favorably and considered his injury quite unfortunate. The Pittsburgh Post-Gazette's Brian Batko described the injury as a tough break. Arnold began his career as an undrafted free agent for the Philadelphia Eagles in 2020. He played 6 games that season and even started 1 contest. Arnold then played for the Texans from 2021 to 23. This training camp, he was competing with undrafted rookie Beanie Bishop Jr. for the starting role at nickel cornerback. Veteran Cameron Sutton should see a majority of the snaps in the slot for Pittsburgh's defense, but Sutton will serve a suspension for the first 8 games of the season. The Athletic's Mike DeFabua wrote Bishop now has the inside track to be the Steelers' nickel cornerback to begin the regular season. Thomas spent his first training camp with the Browns but made his NFL regular season debut with the Los Angeles Chargers in 2021. However, he's never played a snap on defense during the regular season. Last year, he appeared on the field for 11 special teams snaps in his lone game for the Packers. In 5 career NFL games, he's made 1 combined tackle. Dante Jackson and Joey Porter Jr. are projected to start at cornerback for the Steelers this season. As previously mentioned, Bishop is now the front-runner in the slot. In addition to Thomas, the Steelers also have Trice, Darius Rush, Thomas Graham, Anthony Averett, Zion Gilbert and Kyler McMichael on the depth chart at cornerback. Steelers floated as potential landing spot for projected $136 million WR. As Pittsburgh Steelers fans wait to see if the team will acquire wide receiver Brandon Ayuk from the San Francisco 49ers, SI.com's Noah Strackbine proposed another trade possibility: acquire Dallas Cowboys wideout Ceedee Lamb. Strackbine named Lamb a potential target for the Steelers on August 14. With the Steelers making it clear they want a star wide receiver and are willing to give up a large contract and a trade to get one, maybe they should call the Dallas Cowboys, Strackbine wrote. Lamb has not reported to training camp, and he looks for an extension, and the two sides, Dallas and Lamb, don't appear to be on great terms. The 49ers wanted to keep Ayuk, but maybe the Cowboys aren't so hung up on keeping Lamb. Owner Jerry Jones made headlines for comments about his star wideout, saying there was no urgency to get a deal done with Lamb. Ayuk has been considered an intriguing trade target for the Steelers because of his big play ability. Ayuk posted a career-best 17.9 yards per reception average in 2023. Lamb averaged 13 yards per catch last season. While that falls short of Ayuk's average, Lamb led the NFL with 135 catches and posted a career-high 1,749 receiving yards with 12 touchdowns. He also had the longest catch of the season for any NFL player, with a 92-yard reception in Week 17. With those accomplishments, Lamb made first-team All-Pro in 2023. He is entering the fifth-year option of his rookie contract this fall. For his next deal, Spotrac projected Lamb to be worth $136 million on a 4-year contract. Lamb is one of the top receivers in the NFL. He's registered at least 935 receiving yards in all 4 of his NFL campaigns. Lamb has also made 3 straight Pro Bowls and first or second-team All-Pro the past 2 years. In today's passing era, NFL teams simply don't let that kind of talent at receiver leave. Granted, the Kansas City Chiefs traded away Tyreek Hill 2 years ago, but the Chiefs signed him to a second contract before they elected to spend their salary cap space elsewhere. Rumblings that the Cowboys could move on from Lamb have surfaced in August, though, because Dallas owner Jerry Jones told reporters on August 8 that the team didn't have a sense of urgency to sign Lamb to an extension. CBS Sports' Joel Corey wrote that after Jones' admission, Lamb removed any reference to the Cowboys from his social media bios. Lamb is looking for his first post-rookie contract with the Cowboys. Spotrac projected him to be paid $34 million per season. With such a deal, Lamb would become the 5th receiver to have at least a $30 million average annual salary. 3 of those other 4 wideouts signed those deals this offseason. Cowboys COO Stephen Jones, though, said on the Athletic Scoop City podcast in July that Lamb wants to be the league's highest-paid non-quarterback. Minnesota Vikings receiver Justin Jefferson is the current highest-paid non-quarterback, averaging $35 million per season. Lamb has been absent from Cowboys training camp this summer. He is set to make $17.99 million on the 5th year of his rookie deal, but he is not guaranteed anything beyond 2024. Lamb can receive a $40,000 fine for each day he misses of training camp. He is also subject to additional fines for each preseason game absence. It will take at least a near-historic deal to sign Lamb. But the Steelers have the ability to meet that demand. Spotrac reported the Steelers possess the 4th most salary cap space for the 2025 season. A big reason why is because the team doesn't have a quarterback under contract for next year. In case they want to sign Russell Wilson or Justin Fields, the Steelers can't spend lavishly. But they have the space to sign Lamb to a massive deal. That, of course, is if they are willing to depart with the draft capital necessary to acquire him. And you fan? What do you think of the situation of Ceedee Lamb? Leave your opinion in the comments.